Give yourself grace. Apologize for losing it and try better next time. You're still a good parent.
You gay, they don't give a fuck. If you say you itching, they don't give a fuck.
Hello, this is me trying to work on my image and get myself together. I am trying to stay sane because I have been trying to find a psychiatrist for the cheap with, you know, telehealth options, and I have been unsuccessful. So I will be having to ask my therapist, Kelsey, for recommendation because I need drugs. So, yeah. So as you all know, I've been trying to find a psychiatrist through telehealth. Found a little detour. So one of my friends told me about the app called KHEALTH. KHEALTH is an app where you can do like telehealth visits as well as get prescriptions, and they do help with depression and anxiety as well. However, I'm a person where I go on Twitter and I like research the app name or stuff, and you see tweets like use like KHEALTH anxiety, KHEALTH. Shout out to East Garner Middle. I went there for middle school and they taught me how to use the search engine, and I ain't stopped since. So from what I had learned, some people have had really good experiences, but a lot of people were having problems continuing to get their medication. So I had to think about it. If I'm looking to get medication and I need help, typically they say it takes like 6 weeks to work. If I'm looking to get help and I can get a prescription for 4 weeks and I can't get it the next week, it's kind of counterproductive, and I don't want to put myself in any like worse of a state than I'm already in. So I was looking and looking and looking, and I found an app called PLUSHCARE. With PLUSHCARE, it's kind of basically the same exact thing. Someone wants to say hello. And so I think, yeah, it's more costly. So I mean, if you're not going for the reason, whatever. Before I even get there, I'll talk about recommendations if I ain't recommended. But basically, so I'm signing up and I'm trying to book my appointment. It's giving me an error. It gives me an error 4 times. It's like, you have to call this number. And I don't know how y'all feel, but when I'm depressed and shit like that, one little thing can make me be like, oh, fuck it. Because obviously I tried, it didn't work, and something told me just go ahead, call. I'll call. They like, oh, it's normally a wait of about a few minutes. Few minutes go by and they're still not answering. And so I'm like, forget it. I left a callback number, and as soon as I was about to say, you know what, I'm not doing this shit, the lady called me back. Evidently the error I was having was a network error. It was a system error, and I wasn't the only one having it this morning. Long story short, she got my appointment in, so my appointment is coming up in an hour, and I'm going to meet with the doctor and see what happens, and then I will come back. I think I'll even maybe insert a little bit of the clip from the actual session. We'll see. I don't know. I'm not sure. But yeah, on this journey to feel better. I'm pooped this morning, I really am, but I'm, yeah. Because why would you poop right before my appointment? What the heck? Are you done pooping? This man ain't got no home training. That ain't to your appointment of mine. Yeah, it's mine. I'm up here looking all unprofessional. I'm kind of embarrassed, but I mean, I look like how I'm feeling. Yes. Cause you really got, yes, you really got poop before my appointment. I don't want that. Before my appointment, that is so embarrassing. What if she smell you through the phone? It say it can be up to 10 minutes late due to COVID. So we can see. It's 9:59. It's 10 o'clock now. It's crazy because like it's like a FaceTime.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Dr. Alrighty, I read your summary. Thank you for providing that. Are you breastfeeding or not right now?
No, I'm not.
Oh, good. Good. Okay. And before now, have you ever been diagnosed with any mood disorder?
So actually when I was pregnant, I guess they said I was at risk for mild perinatal depression. So they actually prescribed me Zoloft, but I just never picked it up. So I never took it. And then I've been in therapy for about 3 years. And so I've never been like prescribed anything, but as far as mild depression, yes, not chronic or major.
Okay, and you've been in therapy for 3 years for which issue? Was it depression or anxiety or something else?
That's what led me to start going, but no, I've just constantly been going just for maintenance with life.
And was there a reason you didn't pick up the Zoloft?
At the time, I felt like I didn't need it, and I was against medication. So I was just kind of like, if you're saying it's mild, I'll just wait. And then I never picked it up. And the other reason was because I had expressed to my doctor at the time that if I was going to take it, I wanted to start off on the lowest dosage if possible. And she wouldn't prescribe me a low dose.
High dose, but especially for mood medicine, it's hard to judge how high the dose is for people who are in medicine because it looks like a big dose, but it's actually not. For instance, we have one medicine where the lowest dose is 150. So people will look at that and they'll be like, oh my gosh, why are you giving me 150? This is like a new medicine, but that is the lowest dose. For Zoloft, the lowest dose for depression is 50, which sounds like a lot, but that is the lowest dose. Anxiety, sometimes we can get away with 25, but the starting dose for depression for Zoloft is 50. It goes up to like 200 if you have to.
Okay, I understand.
So maybe that was it, but who knows. And there are other options too. I will say Zoloft is a great choice. That is the one that we usually use.
Okay.
So if you're okay with it, that would have been, before you even said it, that would have been the one that I would give you. If you're okay with that?
I definitely am now. At the time, I wasn't, but now I feel like I definitely need something for maintenance. I think my issue before also was that she didn't explain enough or wasn't really open to talking, and I just kind of wanted to know more about it before just getting anything, just taking it and having like,
I understand that.
Yes.
I think that's a normal thought process. Do you have any issues with bad thoughts, like wanting to harm yourself or somebody else?
No, however, like I would kind of consider it to be like this. Sometimes I feel like it's not that I want to die, but if there was like a middle stage where I could just go and exist and just tap out of life for a little bit, I would love to be there.
Tap out of the responsibilities of life without like dying.
Exactly.
Get a break. I understand. When we're pregnant and then when we give birth, sometimes our thyroid gets a little bit bedunky, and that can cause your mood to drop. And so when we treat for peripartum or postpartum depression, we do like to check your thyroid just to make sure that's not a contributing factor. Doesn't mean you can't get medicine, but if that's contributing and then we treat your thyroid, then a lot of times your mood gets better. So we'll just check that also. Alright, so for depression and anxiety, we typically use the same bucket of medicines. That bucket is called SSRIs. SSRI stands for selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor. Basically what it does is it corrects the deficiency of serotonin that is in the brain that usually predisposes or gives someone anxiety or depression. There's a whole bunch of SSRIs, a whole bucket of them. And for some people, we start off with one and they don't tolerate it or they don't like it for whatever reason, and we'll switch to another one. That is pretty common, though most young people without very serious mental health issues will usually do well with Zoloft or Lexapro. That's the other one we typically will reach for. You should be able to take it in the morning. Side effects are rare. Any new medication that you take daily can sometimes give you nausea because your tummy is getting used to something new you're doing to it every day. If you feel funky, then let me know. Okay. If I've never seen it, we've never seen it. In people with really severe depression, sometimes a new mood medicine can make their mood go down before it makes it go up. Usually if that happens, it happens in the elderly and teenagers. So not you at all, but again, anything's possible. So if it happens to you, again, give it 3 to 7 days for your mood to rebound back where it is now before it then goes up, which is the point of the medicine. Okay?
Gotcha. Okay.
If it gives you suicidal thoughts, go to the ER, obviously. But again, I've never seen that. That's a worst case scenario. Typically, a new mood medicine can take 6 to 8 weeks to kick in full force and reach what we call max efficacy.
You probably about to hear somebody live that I'm watching. Well, not even live. I'm in like a little space, but and this TV. But oh well. Look what's here. Same day delivery. 50 milligrams. 1 tablet by mouth per day.
When I'm out, if you say no politely, they don't give a fuck. If you say no rudely, they don't give a fuck. If you say you got a man, they don't give a fuck. If you say you married, they don't give a fuck. If you say you gay, they don't give a fuck. If you say you itching, they don't give a fuck.
God was on my side with this because the pill was small, and anybody that know me know I can't swallow no pills. So this is the size of the pill.
Stop acting like women could somehow control the behavior of these niggas.
Day 1, can't believe I'm doing this. Oh my gosh. I think I'm gonna close this little documentary vlog out here, and then I'm gonna come back as the days progress. I might like take a little video of me taking the pill every day and just updating y'all. But I did want to share this post in closing. Another post that I saw on Facebook. It says, why do moms yell? Because we're overwhelmed, because no one's listening, because our kids are about to get hurt. Don't put your hands in there. Because the mess keeps piling up and we're the only ones cleaning nonstop. We yell as our arms charge up and down into the air. We scream as our voice accelerates and our cheeks flush. And then after we do, we feel immense guilt, defeated, and like we want to break down into tears. We don't want to get to that point. We hate when it happens, but it does more than we like to admit. Are all moms angry? And that's why we yell? No, we don't wake up this way. We find ourselves losing it because this parenting thing is hard. We lose it because we have so much anxiety and no outlet. We lose it because we're exhausted to the point where our brain is functioning at 10% battery and we need more than a good night's sleep to recover. Amen. We need a break because we're tired of doing everything, of nobody listening, of not being appreciated. But just because we lose it doesn't make us bad parents. We're just humans who care more than anything in this world about our children and the type of humans they'll become, all while wanting to keep them safe, and we get frustrated with them and mess up ourselves. We don't want them to be brats, so sometimes we yell. We don't want them to hurt each other, and if they do that to each other, they must do that to other kids. So sometimes we yell. I don't understand that part, but yeah. We care so much about them that we get run down from trying so hard all the time. So of course we lose it. And you're not alone in this constant battle of losing and feeling bad. Every single parent struggles because we're human and parenting's messy. So we aren't going to stay calm every conversation of the day. So if this is you today, give yourself grace. Apologize for losing it and try better next time. You're still a good parent. I'm out of here. Say bye, Binky. Say bye. Or hold my hand. Okay. And before I go, if somebody say something about these nails, just know I take care of mine with them. Period.